Right, just a quick look at this. There's actually two versions of pretty much the same exact drive. And when I first purchased this back in mid-January, I probably spent a good 15 minutes, maybe even longer, trying to decide which one was better. As far as I can tell, they're both exactly the same, just slightly different design. The other one, I guess, is like just sloped downward, has, a sleeker look to it. But in all intents and purposes, they're pretty much identically the same. Here, push that little button, there's a slight delay, and then it pops out. And as you can see, even though it has a pretty low profile, it still ejects out evenly, even when on a bamboo mat. Of course, I don't keep it here, it actually sits over here. But it is pretty low profile. Works flawlessly with a Windows 7 Ultimate. My Alienware laptop has a wonky drive, a DVD / that whole 9 yards, but then it has one of those internal loading mechanisms that finally just stopped working. And that's why I've never been a fan of those internal mechanisms. I've always actually prefer the manual pop-outs because it's just less to go wrong with it. And even when it does something go wrong with it, you can always pop it out with the manual button, unlike those internal ones. At least the one on my Alienware laptop. Works flawlessly, Windows 7 Ultimate, and this is actually a remote station. The monitor here actually uses an HDMI switch to go between my laptop display as well as Android tablets and any other number of mirror-casted devices that stick in there. And this is actually connected up to a StarTech hub. It's a 3.0 hub with a 50-foot cord running all the way to my laptop, which is in turn plugged into yet another StarTech hub underneath my laptop, and works flawlessly. I've had a couple really useful times to actually use this. When I was installing this little Bluetooth dongle, I needed the drivers, and well, fortunately I had already purchased this. It worked flawlessly, got my Bluetooth dongle working, and also I installed, of course, more movie editing software through here. So it really has answered the call. And I also have to comment, when I first purchased this back in January, it was running about $29, $30. Right now, as I'm shooting this on March 4th, the price has dropped a bit, down to $23. So even a fantastic, CD driver is made even more fantastic by a price drop. Now that's the black one that I have right now that's dropped. Prices change all the time, so I always recommend when you're looking at it, be sure. Here, I'll go ahead. Here's the screen of it right now as of March 4th, and as you can see, it's currently $22.99, but you see that the different colors are all different prices. So I always say this with any time I do a review on a page that has multiple products, make sure you're clicking the one you want, and don't be afraid to actually look at the prices, because as you can see, that kind of stuff changes even independently. My mother doesn't tend to pay attention to that sort of thing, and she's gotten bitten more than once simply because she just doesn't look at that little selection box when there's more than one product on the same page. So as a result, I always urge other Amazon shoppers like myself to make sure you look and double check that you have what you want and the price you want clicked before you hit that add to cart. Alright, well, you guys have yourself a great one.